Hey you guys, so this is going to be a reading on why you are so important. And yeah, I've already pre-picked cards for the piles, and we're going to use the Work Your Light Oracle for the cards you get to pick from. But basically, disclaimer, you are already important. Your importance comes from within, not from external sources. And this is a reading basically on, I don't know, hyping you up, I guess, making you feel happy, important as well. So yeah, we can begin. Again, why are you so important? Me trying to split the deck in three. For pile one, please, why are they so important? Okie dokie. Pile, let's see. Pile one, pile two, and pile three. What do we have here? Pile one, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. The pile two, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. And then pile three, we have warrior woman. How have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, why are you so important? Please pick a pile and then we can begin. I will let you choose in silence. I hope that's been enough. If you need more time, you can pause the video, but I'm going to start with pile one. Okay, why are you so important? Well, you've been transforming yourself. You're turning into someone who feels more important. Things are changing at a cellular level. So you may have been going through a dark night of the soul, or at the very least some kind of negative emotion that's been just bubbling, trying its best to be healed and get out of your system. Yeah. You may also be one of those healing gurus, or if you're not yet, you may become one. You're healing your body and your mind, to be fair, through manifestation, through whatever sources you have at hand, basically. And you healing yourself actually helps other people heal too. So you are important because you are a healing energy to be around. Again, this is to say that have boundaries as well, because some people are moths and they gravitate towards light, and you seem to be a very bright light. So yeah, you are a light in the darkness that transforms both yourself and the people around you, the surroundings around you as well. Let's see what you have for your tarot cards. Cool. The first three are from the Sexual Magic Tarot, and we have the King of Swords, Seven of Wands, and also the Emperor. Okay, well, you are someone who has worked their butt off to be where you are now, and that is in a mental state, financial abundance. What else is there? Emotional state as well, actually. Yeah, you've been working on yourself. You've built yourself up from the ground up, or you are currently doing so, and you're important, and you need to remember that you are important, because you depend on it. To be honest, your self-importance is key. I don't mean importance in a egotistical way where it stems from an unhealthy, not that the ego is inherently unhealthy, because it's not. You need an ego. It's protective for a reason. It's there for a reason too. But yeah, you have been learning how to feel important in your own body and how to trust yourself from probably a very young age. You may have been tested quite a lot as well, actually, to become the Emperor, because trials and tribulations create someone who is incredibly agile in their mind and who is incredibly focused and stable in their reality. But yeah, you have been standing your ground for a while now. You continue to do so. You're incredibly powerful, and you're constantly transforming and transmuting energy to create a better reality for yourself, through yourself as well. Energy flows through you, for you, and yeah, you just have to let it happen. You are already important. You need to remember that your importance stems from the inside and not from what other people say about you, or what other people think about you as well. Because most of the time people are projecting anyway, and they will judge you anyway as well. So you may as well be the person you want to be, because at least then you will know that you were true to yourself. The cards we have, the next cards we have are from the Moon Power Tarot, and we have the Emperor again. Okay, cute. The Knight of Cups and the, what is that, Seven of Cups. Well, you're important because you have a lot of ideas. You're incredibly creative, also incredibly stable. You may have worked your way up from the ground, or you may know people in high places, and you are incredibly great with communicating what you desire. Basically, the creative ideas that you have, people are willing to will put them on a pedestal for one, but also help you if you need the help. So you're someone who knows how to stand their ground, who knows how to help themselves, who knows how to create the reality that they want to create all on their own, but you also know when to speak to people, when to include people, and when to ask for help as well. Did I say that? Yeah, sometimes you may also overthink. Yeah, Seven of Cups is a lot of confusion as well. It's fantasies, it's believing in fantasies and believing that you can actually manifest these fantasies. And it looks like you can, because we have two emperors, to be honest. So you are someone who actually grounds whatever emotions, whatever thoughts you have up in the higher realms and things like that. You are able to ground them in reality, and that's what makes you important. Or so important, because you're already important, but why are you so important? That's not to bring other people down and to make you feel like you're above them. I think you know that you are, on an equal level with everyone, on an intrinsic level, in an intrinsic way. But this is to hype you up. This is about you, internally, externally. Yeah, this is about you inherently. That's what I mean. But yeah. You are someone who is incredibly creative, someone who is valued for their creativity as well. People do value what you have to say, especially when it comes to work, when it comes to building foundations, whether that's literal or metaphorical, figurative. But yeah, people value what you have to create as well. They value your creative mind and spirit. Next cards we have are from the Valentina Tarot. And we have the King of Chalices, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Chalices. Okay, well, you're someone who is incredibly balanced with yourself. You have both the masculine and the feminine very balanced. You may have really kind parents as well. Some of you out there have grown in a secure environment, and this is how you have been able to procure and secure this emperor status that you have. If you've grown in a secure environment, you are more likely to feel secure in your present reality. So the older you get, the more secure you feel, because you have literally grown with an attachment style that is healthy. Or for some of you, you have built that secure attachment style for yourself from the ground up by yourself, and that's taken time. Basically, that's taken a lot of time. There is a lot of mental turmoil here. You've been overthinking a lot, maybe not even sleeping well recently, or yeah, there hasn't been enough sleep here. So there is a necessary what is it called, measure, I guess, to sleep. You do need sleep. I feel like rest is part of the process. You can't always work and then rest when you die, kind of thing, because that's not how it works. Rest is part of the actual work in progress. So yeah, but you are important because you know how to balance your own emotions. You are incredibly balanced on the inside, and people potentially tell you that anyway, like all the time. They know that you trust yourself, you trust your own judgment, and you also have value to give to this world. I mean, you have value to give to this world just being a human yourself, but you actually have knowledge and experience to tell people of. And some of you may be therapists as well, actually, or just work in a field where you get to share your expertise and people listen to you, and you have a commanding presence, basically, but it's soft. The commanding part comes from the softness. Yeah. Let's see. The next three cards are from the Casanova Tarot, and we have the, what is that, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is Justice. Lady Justice over here. Then we have the 6 of Wands, Success. And also the 8 of Cups, leaving things behind. Okay, you are incredibly just. Maybe you work in the justice. I was gonna say the Justice League. In a justice field, so lawyer, law, police, things like that. Basically, if it doesn't relate, let it go. But either way, you are someone who is incredibly balanced, emotionally and also rationally. You know how to balance things out for other people. So you could be one of those friends or people that are constantly mediating, or if you're not constantly mediating, people want you to be present when they are arguing or when they're having debates, so that you can mediate for them, so that you can actually wait, I'm showing you the wrong card anyway. So that you can well, successfully determine who is right and who is wrong, I guess. But also, you know that there is more than one right perspective, and two sides can coexist at exactly the same time. It doesn't matter if one person is right and the other is actually wrong. Both perspectives are true. Yeah. You also know when to leave. And that is an incredibly important skill to have. And knowing when to leave when you're unwanted, or when you've overstepped, when to pull back, that makes you incredibly important, because that means that you value yourself, you value your time, you value your well, your personal space too, to be honest. Yeah, but if you feel unwanted, you know when to pack up and just go, because that's what makes you more valuable. When you persist with your boundaries, when you actually enact them, people find you to be more valuable. They want to be in your energy more than they don't, basically. Because if someone were to overstep your boundaries, and if you were to speak up about it, and I'm assuming you are one person who does speak up about it, because the cards are suggestive of someone who is very self-aware and confident in themselves, and they know their own value, basically. So yeah, if you were to speak up about an injustice and someone confronted you about it, basically, and they wanted to shut you up, kind of thing, you would pull away. You would tell them off, but then you would also pull away, because you know that you don't need to speak to people who constantly misinterpret what you say on purpose. And again, if you're talking to a wall, there is no point. You know when to leave, basically. What else is there? Last three cards are from the... Oh my god, from the normal Rider-Waite Tarot. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Did we have the Wheel of Fortune here before? Or did I make that up in my head? I don't think we did. Oh, okay. No Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. King of Cups. And also Knight of Cups. Okay, we've had a lot of Knights, and well, for one, we've had the King of Cups already. I think we had the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there we go. We also had the Knight of Cups twice. Where even is it? It's right here. Cool. So again, with the creativity and actually teaching yourself how to be humble, yeah, you are incredibly important, because you are seriously freaking well balanced in terms of how you deal with emotional matters, whether they come from other people or from you. Also, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is not a negative thing. It's actually incredibly positive. What I'm getting from this here is that when things don't go your way, you are not a sore loser. You are someone who knows how to back down properly, clearly, with boundaries, and with your head high, held high too. And if you haven't yet, well, you'll learn how to, basically, because you know that if something doesn't go your way, it's just not meant to be right now, or it's serving a different purpose, and you're very aware of how cycles turn, especially with justice here. You know how the cycles turn. You know that if something isn't happening now, it's because something else needs to happen first for it to work in your favor. And either way, when something doesn't happen the way you want it to, that's also a redirection. Redirection is protection. It's not something that's meant to make you feel stuck. Again, you know how to leave. You know how to leave an impression. You do leave people with an impression that you are successful with the Six of Wands here. So you're important, because you put in the time. This is gonna sound so weird, but you put in the time to make yourself feel powerful. Some of you may actually mirror gaze and speak to yourself in a soft, lovely manner, and actually reparent yourself from the ground up, basically. But yeah, and again, some of you may actually be therapists or work in a field where emotions are very high, or education, I guess. So you teach people how to be grounded, how to emotionally stabilize themselves, so that they don't feel left out or cold, or in a place where they would only suffer, Yeah, I feel like you have learned how to create positive energy in your life and how to move that kind of energy to benefit you. And that means sitting in the shadow almost and actually working out the pain in a way that actually serves you. Yeah, you're not someone who stays in a rut. At least not for any reason, not on purpose. Well, actually, if you do stay there, it is on purpose. And it's like a purposeful naivety, but I think you just know how to trust yourself, or you have built up so much trust in yourself that you know that even if things are not going your way, they will at one point. Things are still working in your favor, even if they're not going the way they're meant to right now, immediately. So yeah, all in all, you're incredibly important, both to people, both to yourself. Intrinsic value again, because you know how to value yourself, you know how to put your emotions in check, you know when to bring them out as well, and you also know how to not be cutting, or at least not purposefully anyway. I think you can communicate really well, especially, well, your emotional intelligence basically is at an all-time high. And whether that's learned or you kind of grew up with it from previous experiences or potentially past lives as well for some of you. You're just someone who has a lot of knowledge to give to people, especially when it comes to dealing with emotions. So yeah, this is why you are incredibly important. Thank you for being here. If this resonated, feel free to stick around, check out other videos that I have out, and yeah, that is it. Thank you. Oh my god, new presents. Everything is sticky, but it's cool. Pile 2, dance with life. This is what you've chosen. You are important because, I mean, you consistently dance, potentially for some of you. You're changing your energy. You know how to change your energy. You know how to put yourself in a different kind of costume for some of you, to embody the energy you need to be able to, well, for some of you, survive, but also live. Yeah. You've created a reality for yourself that no matter what happened, you will be able to dance in the rain, in the darkness. You will be able to entertain yourself no matter what. Yeah, your sense of humor, it makes you incredibly important because you know how to bring the light to the dark places, basically. Cool. From the tarot, what we have here is from the first few cards. You actually had an extra card in this deck. From this deck, the Sexual Magic Tarot, we have the Moon, the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and also the Four of Wands. Okay, what I'm getting here is that you have survived some of the toughest times, the darkest times, through your sense of humor alone, through sheer willpower to actually do better, basically. Yeah. The moon is very murky. It's murky times, it's darkness, it's unprovoked anger sometimes, but also unexpected events. Kind of gives me Uranus energy, but I know that the moon is not Uranus, it's, the moon, it's Cancer. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's giving me Aquarius energy in this one. But yeah, you have lived through some interesting times, to say the least, and you have come out of them a better person. I mean, that is obvious, but you have come out incredibly wise with the High Priestess here. Yeah, you've gotten through events that have made you feel small, an inch tall, basically, because the Five of Swords is about winning at all costs. So if there have been people around you that have constantly been cutting you, whether physically or emotionally, you have learned how to deal with people like that, basically, and how to delegate your energy properly. So that means actually getting away from people like that. For some of you, disassociating, but also just learning how to be present in your own body without actually giving your power to someone else. Yeah. And you've also created or you will be creating an incredibly stable future for yourself, or present rather. But yeah, with the Four of Wands here, you're expecting good things to come to you, and they are. And for some of you who are expecting good things to come to you, but you're constantly surprised that good things are coming to you, you need to remember that you deserve good things to come to you. Like, on an intrinsic level, you actually deserve the good things that are coming towards you. You don't need drama or petty squabbles or, I don't know, quarrels or anything negative to draw you back to a negative time. What you do need is peace and love, and for some of you, peace is boring, still potentially, but you asked for peace, and peace is coming for you, basically. Happy times, peace, love, affection, these kinds of things are coming for you because you've asked for them. You're creating a reality where what you've been asking for like so long is finally actually entering the doorway. So you just need to let it through, dance through it, basically. For some of you, you may also want to take dance classes. That would be beneficial for your body because it transmutes energy, it makes you happier. Also, it literally, well, yeah, releases endorphins and all of those other happy chemicals in your body that literally change the way your brain operates. So yeah, if you haven't been dancing, please consider actually moving your body, even if it's just by yourself, if you're not confident enough to actually do that. But yeah, your importance is derived from the inside, and to be able to feel important and confident in yourself, and also well, happy for one, you do have to make changes in your daily environment, basically in your daily life, to actually welcome these changes in terms of energy, and also in terms of, well, mostly in terms of energy, because everything starts from energy. It starts from the imagination as well. So yeah, if you want to feel important, it's a good time to start speaking to yourself much nicer, and also actually dancing again. I know this is very literal, but sometimes the more literal it is, the easier it is to grasp. So yeah, with the next deck, this is the Moon Power Tarot. We have the Temperance, Three of Wands, and also Strength. Again, wildcat here. Softness is strength. So being kind to yourself, speaking kindly to yourself, embodying energy that actually serves you, that's what makes you important. You also know how to be soft in situations that require this kind of softness. You may also be one of those people who are lucky to feel vulnerable. I say lucky, but that's not really luck. That's more surrounding yourself with healthy people. But if you feel vulnerable around people, you know how to cry, like actually cry it out, and feel safe enough to do so, because crying in front of people is actually a skill. Like yeah, I feel like some people don't realize how important it is to be able to break down in front of someone else and have the capacity to show yourself in your, well, negative state, I guess. But like, it's not a negative state per se, it's catharsis. And it's cathartic as well. So being able to actually showcase that kind of side of you, that's important, that's powerful, that is incredibly powerful. I feel like that makes people feel more connected to you in general, and it also makes them feel safe in your own energy, because you're showing them that they can also trust themselves enough to break down. And when you break down, you're actually breaking open, you're creating space, you are creating peace in your body. What do we have here with the Three of Wands and Temperance? Okay, well, you are important to people around you. If you didn't know, I mean, I think you do, or at least I really freaking hope you do, but you are important to the people around you. You're also important to yourself, but for the most part, people value what you have to say. Yeah, people value what you have to say and think. Like, what you do with your mind, it's gorgeous. Like, the way people view you in terms of your mind and the prowess you have with your words, with your thoughts. Yeah, honey, you're incredibly important in terms of what you have to offer people. But again, this isn't to say that you have to offer someone something for it to be important. Your intrinsic value is in you. It stems from the inside. That means that even if you had absolutely nothing to offer, you would still be valuable. You would still be worthy of love, affection, happiness. What else is there? A secure foundation. Yeah, you have found ways to actually drum in this intrinsic value, to actually like secure it within yourself, to feel secure enough and not actually seek validation from the outside world. And I think being with people that actually see mind to I was gonna say eye to mind, but or mind to eye, but where you see, you know, the same picture kind of thing, it helps with grounding that kind of energy. But also being in situations where there are like opposing views, that also helps, because it's important to remember that more than one thing can coexist with, more than two things can coexist at the same time. So if there is pain, Pain can coexist with pleasure. Pain can coexist with divinity as well, to be fair. Pain can coexist with, what else is there? Just positivity in general. Pain and suffering are completely different things, basically. Because you will always, sorry, shit. There will always be pain. But what you do with that pain is a whole other story, because you don't need to make yourself suffer. Suffering takes it way too far, basically, but I feel like you have been learning how to teach yourself better ways so as not to stay in a state of mind where you are constantly suffering. Yeah, some of you may benefit from talking to friends a bit more about your emotions and what you expect to happen and come into your reality with the Three of Wands here. If you've been waiting for recognition, it is coming towards you as well. Why are you so important? The next cards we have are from the Valentina Tarot, and we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Okay, well, you are important because you shine from the inside out and it's visible. You will be important either way, but you actually stand out from the crowd because you are incredibly... shiny is definitely the wrong word, but it's just you bring out the pleasure in people. And in yourself. You may have been through a lot in life and you've had a lot to heal, and you've done it with a lot of pizzazz that has made you feel secure in your own body. Yeah, some of you here have actually made like physical monetary progress out of whatever you've been through in your life. So you may be life coaches or people in general who now have some kind of power to exert over not people, but potentially like businesses, and your decisions matter, basically. The decisions you make financially affect a lot of people, and they matter. But also the importance you have, it has been grown from within, like, and it has externalized. It now shows on a physical level that you are important as well. Because he's just draped in a gold cloak kind of thing. Also, please remember that not everything that glitters is gold. But that is to say that, again, mind your business, do your own thing. Remember that you are important. Actually affirm to yourself. Even if you don't need it, sometimes it's a nice reminder to just talk to yourself and to confirm to yourself that you still matter. You are the person in your life that should be the priority, basically. I think most of you know this anyway. But yeah, with the Star here and the Wheel of Fortune, your importance is, again, I think you know, it's cosmic, it's inside you for a reason. Yeah, you have been through trials and tribulations and you've come out on top quite often as well. I think your manifestation powers, if that's what you want to even call them, I guess, but like your ability to manifest, to accept blessings, has also increased over your lifespan on Earth here. But yeah, part of it is because you trust your mind, because you trust your reality to bend to what you want to achieve in this lifetime. So yeah, your importance also lies in your ability to accept blessings, pretty much. It's that simple sometimes. I think the more you're able to accept blessings in your life without actually questioning them, the more you win at life, the more you feel successful, the more you feel like you're present, but for a good reason. Because sometimes you can be present, but everything feels dull. And yeah, I feel like you've come to terms with how to make yourself happy. And for those of you that haven't, you genuinely will be, because things are looking up for you. You just have to trust it. Next cards we have are from the Casanova Tarot, and what we have is the Fool. Again, trust. This is taking a leap of faith in the unknown, in a new direction, potentially in an old direction, but with a new approach. Trusting yourself. We have the Sun as well. That's a lot of major arcana in this deck, and a lot of it is to do with, oh my god, also the Pope, the High Priest. Oh, what is that? The Hierophant. Yeah, a lot of major arcana here. This is a serious it's a serious span of life you have created for yourself. But well, I mean, you've lived, you kind of have to be here. But for those of you that are here and that have contemplated not being here for whatever reason, there is a reason why you are here, and you matter. basically. So I'm glad you're still here, basically. And this is just a reminder to continue, because they're looking up for you quite a lot. All you have to do is trust yourself and trust the universe to take you where you need to go. And it definitely is taking you where you need to go. With the sun and the star here, well, you are the epitome of success, basically, but you shine from within. You know your importance. It's not from an egotistical standpoint where you tell yourself that you're important because you can offer all of these qualities to other people. No, you're important because you're a person. That's that. End of. People have to respect that. And they have to feel safe enough in their own body to actually feel like they're also valued as they are. Yeah, I think you're able to actually showcase to people how to value themselves as well, really well, with the Wheel of Fortune here, because this is about cycles. This is about what comes around goes around kind of thing. So if you showcase to people how to treat themselves at an internal level, then that will come back. I was gonna say it will come back to bite you, but the biting part, the Ouroboros, so like the snake biting itself, when it goes in a circle, biting its tail, it's about stability again, and starting again from the very get-go. Everything comes and goes. It's all a circle, a sphere, if you will. But yeah, if you have been teaching people how to value themselves and trust themselves, how it comes back to bite you is the fact that they will value and trust themselves, but you will also still continue to value and trust yourself, and they will just keep enforcing the belief that you already are. Not that it's meant to come from the outside. External validation is, yes, it's necessary to some degree, just don't let it get to your head, basically. Yeah. But I don't think you are, but if you are, I mean, to be fair, you have reason to let it get to your head, but at the same time, staying humble is also necessary. Not fake humble, where you are just like, oh yeah, like the fake humble is basically just pretending like you don't have enough kind of thing, or you're just not taking credit for what you have created in your reality. There's no need for that. You can be confident and actually humble at the same time. Like, you can know your importance, but also not scream it out, because no lion ever says, oh yeah, look at me, I am a lion, kind of thing. We still know he's the king of the jungle. It's fact, basically. But yeah, also with the sun here, some of you may be Leos or have Leo energy in your chart somewhere deep inside. But yeah, just keep shining, basically, with the King of Pentacles. Just keep doing you, because you are enough. I think that's an important remark to actually remember, because you just are intrinsically enough. Yeah, just looking at the Hierophant right now and trying to figure out what energy this gives me. Okay, people may come to you for advice with the Hierophant. You may be in a position of power and can actually offer advice to people. Or actually, yeah, definitely with the Temperance card as well, and the High Priestess. You are incredibly, yeah, there's been a lot of freaking major arcana in this pile. This is an important time of your life where people come to you for advice, and you are actually able to serve them with what you have learned about yourself and what you have learned about life itself whilst you've been here. Yeah, the only thing you need to do is actually trust yourself with the Four here. Yeah, you need to cultivate some more trust in yourself. The last cards we have are from the normal Rider-Waite, and we have the Eight of Cups. Again, very similar to the first pile as well. And some of the things I've said here have very much echoed the first pile. The Page of Wands and also the Queen of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from these is that you are incredibly attractive, and when I say attractive, I do mean looks-wise, but also you attract blessings. You attract them towards you. So again, very attractive in terms of looks and in terms of attracting blessings. Also, the black cat here symbolizes, I was gonna say perfection, that too, I guess, but also, because it is all the colors together making black, I guess. Or is it the lack of colors making black and all the colors make white? I can't remember what the color theory stuff was, but yeah, this little kitty here, someone may have a cat, or maybe it's a good time for you to invest in a pet, whether it's a cat or not. But also it does symbolize transcendence, integration of the dark feminine side, but also of the just your whole self, of your shadow self, basically. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself recently, or I mean, you have been throughout life, to be fair. Um, but yeah, if you're looking to change your energy with the dance card again, dance with life, integrating things that are usually not in new things that are usually not part of your environment may be key here actually. So getting a pair for those of you that don't have a pair, finding the means to, or if you cannot access, you know, if you can't have a pair because of where you live or restrictions or things like that, it could be a good thing for you to well, if you have friends with pets, maybe offer to help out, maybe offer to look after them. Yeah, for a while. I don't know. Spend time with in nature and with pets, basically. Do something new with your energy. Mm. Yeah, you'll benefit from basically going out of your way to spend some time somewhere where you feel like a student again, where you feel like you're learning something new, where life basically seems like a pleasure to be in because there are so many new things that you have to take in. It's like a sensory overload almost, basically. Although obviously don't overload yourself with sensory well stuff, I guess, because that has its own imbalancing, it has its own imbalancing factors, which I mean, they are part of the learning curve, but there's no need to put yourself through unnecessary things sometimes, basically. But yeah. mm. Yeah, cultivating more trust here would be necessary, I think, for this pile, because your importance is heavily related to how you feel about yourself. Mm. Yeah, for some of you, I think you need to hear that. Don't leave. Stay present, because there are things working behind the scenes in your favor, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So if you are somewhere where things aren't working out right now, stick it out for a little longer, because things will get better. Basically, they are bound to get better. With the Temperance here, that's healing energy inside and out. It's communicating with people in a positive manner. With the Star, it's healing again, but also being in the spotlight. And with the Sun as well, it's about experiencing the best moments of your life, pretty much, because the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's suggestive of, like, well, passion, play, happiness. Also with the Star, individuality. So you can have your just desserts, basically, and share them with people. And I think that's what makes you important too, because you know how to share. And I mean share in a way where you're not oversharing, just you give the right amount. You give just enough. I think people don't realize the power of the word enough, because it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just perfect as it is, basically. And that's exactly what you give. And that's what makes you important. Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm gonna leave it at that. And if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, and comment if that makes sense. Yeah, I have more readings out. Feel free to check them out if you wish to. And see you in the next one. Pile 3, you've chosen the Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And you are important, because you will start to answer this deepest calling that you have. Some of you have been answering the deepest calling already. You trust yourself. There is a lot of trust here, actually. Yeah, trust to cut out what's unnecessary in your life. But also trust in the people in your life that actually will serve their purpose in the best way possible, if that makes any sense at all. I.e., you have friends that actually care for you, and if someone were to, I don't know, absolutely randomly try to slay your reputation, your friends will stand up for you as well. Sometimes you don't even need to stand up for yourself when you're in a social setting, because you are so lovable and kind that people just, you inspire the feeling people get when they want to protect something. You inspire protection, basically. Yeah. Okay, the first 3 cards are from the Sexual Magic Tarot, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and also the Page of Swords. What I'm getting from this is that you are incredibly lovable, and you know how to nurture yourself. Page of Swords, people want to look after you, they want to take care of you as well, but there may be some drama around you, some conflict, whether it's internal inside you or like actually in your physical environment. Yeah, people do want to take care of you. That's what I'm getting from these, for whatever reason. But and that makes you very important to people, because if they can care for you in the way that they showcase that they do care for you, then you've taken a spot in their heart, basically. That's, well, I don't know if it's permanent, but at the very least it's made such an impression that they do want to care for you, with the Queen of Pentacles here as well, because this is the nurturing energy. But it's like you can do no wrong, basically, in some people's eyes, because he's at her feet here. Cool. But again, I do want to say importance comes from the inside, and I don't mean importance in an egotistical way where you're self-important to the point of being a narcissist. I mean you exhibit healthy qualities of importance, and you know your value, because it doesn't come from what you have to offer people or what they have to offer you. It's just, it's your own value. You can't take it away. It's value. It is not a value that is earned. It's a value that's just already there, present within you for being human. That's that. The next deck we have is the Moon Power Tarot, and we have the Ace of Cups. Again, people love to take care of you. You are important to them, so they will show you that you are important to them. You are also important to yourself, and you know how to take care of yourself on an emotional level. Or you know how to take care of your mental health, basically, especially your emotional health, with love, out of love, with kindness, basically. We have the Six of Cups as well. Thinking about the past, reminiscing, having nostalgia, pretty much. Yeah, if people have mistreated you in any way, some of them are thinking about you, and they're wondering why they treated you that badly, and that they should have done it far better, basically. There are people also who want to offer you their cup. We also have the Knight of Swords again. Oh, sorry, we had the Page of Swords earlier, but this is the Knight of Swords. So people are spying on you, and they are seeing you grow into a much stronger version of yourself with the Nine of Wands here. You may have been dawdling idly for some of you. You may have been on a standby mode, basically, as a person, and you may have been waiting for things to just come to you. They are coming towards you. You just need to stay a bit longer, stick around for a bit longer, basically, in whatever you're doing right now. If you've been in standby mode waiting for something to happen, continue, because it will be happening, basically. But also you need to potentially rest as well, because this is giving me the vibes that some of you are very restless, and you need to find ways to make yourself feel like you can rest, and that means feeling safe in your body. And yeah, ways you can achieve restfulness are through, well, obviously sleep, but if it's not about sleep, this restful, is that even a word? Unrestful energy that you have, for some of you. Yoga could help, feeling in tune with your body. Pole dancing, just dancing in general. Previous power was all about dancing anyway, both literally and also figuratively. But yeah, making sure that you water yourself. There are little plants here on all of these sticks. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, just making sure that you let the buds grow, basically. And that means cutting out things that don't serve you, whether that's from your diet, from your mental diet, or from, well, anything really. If you know that it's not serving you, it doesn't belong there, basically. So going slowly and cutting things out that don't serve you will definitely benefit you, whether that's relationships or food or negative mindsets, basically. And that the negative mindsets one is achieved through repetitive compulsion, by affirmations, basically. You constantly have to remind your brain that you are worth it, and you deserve the blessings that are coming towards you, kind of thing. So but also, if there are people in your life who don't see your value, oops, is this still on? Okay, it is. But yeah, if there are people in your life who don't see your value, then it's a good time to separate your ways with them, basically. because sometimes even if other people value you to the point where they will save you from anything, those people cannot help you where you cannot help yourself, basically. So if people have continuously been saving you from doing the cutting out of other people in your life, 444 on the clock when I said that. If people have continuously been saving you from the trouble of actually standing up for yourself, you have to learn how to stand up for yourself. And it's better to do it where in a setting where you actually trust yourself, where you can still do it in front of other people so you feel safe enough to do it, but yeah, you need to start trusting your own self to be able to cut these people off that are not serving you. Or if it's not people, then energies, things that you do on a daily basis that just, I mean, you know what it is, basically. But yeah, you need to be able to trust your body as well, and trust your mind especially, to be able to well, cut out the thing that doesn't serve you. I think being scared that you will lose something if you don't stand up for yourself is maybe what's holding you back. But you will lose absolutely nothing by, if anything, you will gain a lot of respect and trust for yourself from yourself if you were to cut out and leave things in the past where they belong. Yeah. This could also be for intrusive thoughts themselves. So teaching your brain how to literally slap out of it. What is the word? Smack out of it. No, oh my god, I can't think. What the fuck? Snap out of it. I don't know why that took me so long, sorry. But yeah, the next deck we have here is the Valentina Tarot, and this is the King of Swords, the Hermit, yeah, whoop, okay, and also the Knight of Chalices, so Knight of Cups. Okay, well, again, doing things on your own will benefit you, basically. So as much as people can save you, they cannot save you from yourself, and they cannot save you from specific things in your life that you need to deal with, basically. So you are important because you know how to be on your own sometimes, but you do need to cultivate more self-importance in your own body. And that could happen through hobbies and activities that actually help you rest in your mind when you are feeling like you're going everywhere, basically, or spiraling. With the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords here, you're important because you know how to offer your cup to people that actually matter. I think you are very aware of who you can give your trust to and your love to, and also, you know, share your blessings with. But sometimes when that trust dissipates, when the other person suddenly starts acting funny, or basically they stop giving as much as they used to give, that's when you kind of not lose yourself, but you don't stand up with your boundaries as fast as you should be, basically. Again, also people want to give you their cup in general, and you know which ones to take and which ones to cut out of your life at first, from the get-go. If it's a new person, you know exactly who you are and what you want, and you are able to cut out unwanted energy really fast. But if it's something that's already been going on for a while, that's when you kind of lose yourself in the relationship and you don't know how to proceed from there. It would be wise to actually well, for one, trust yourself again, because you can make seriously healthy decisions for yourself. With love at the center. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick up the cards, and also the Hermit, but I can't pick it up now. So yeah, you are incredibly wise, basically, but you get lost sometimes in the throes, if that makes sense, because it's like paralysis, I guess, like the flight or fight mode, but there's also the paralysis one where you stop, you don't do anything. I forgot what that one was called. But yeah, it would be wise to cultivate more trust in your own body, and that's done through activities that actually you know, make you feel safe in your body. So whether that is sport or, oh, there's a cat in the garden. Again, yeah, the pet thing that I mentioned earlier was shit. No, sorry, the pet thing was in another pile. Never mind. But Yeah, I do feel a bit more scattered in this pile, not gonna lie. So I think helping yourself and your mind feel more self-preserved is a weird way to put it, but making sure that you actually take care of your mental health to the point where you are secure in yourself will be beneficial to you, because if you're constantly, like, if the energy is constantly jumbled and going everywhere haywire kind of thing, yeah, it would be wise to cut it out and actually focus on something specific. Basically, find something to focus on, because that will definitely help you. But yeah, the next cards we have are from the Casanova Tarot, and we have the Five of Wands, which is again either mental or physical turmoil slash chaos. Didn't we have the Five of Wands earlier in this pile? Yeah, we did. Okay, well, there's a lot of either mental turmoil, activity, or just things in your life that blah, basically. They feel like chaos, pretty much. But it's like friendly chaos. It's not to the point where you can't stand it, but it's still a tad chaotic, basically. Then we have the Lovers, and also the Three of Coins. Talking with people will be incredibly beneficial to you, especially when you can't make decisions that are healthy. Well, if you're stuck in a specific mindset, talking with your friends will definitely help you make a positive decision that you actually trust yourself, basically. So if you can't make up your mind, just ask for advice. Ask someone who knows. Ask someone that can give you the actual advice without judging you or making you feel small, basically. Also, for some of you, this is to say that people trust you, so you should trust yourself more to make the decisions that you're making anyway. Yeah, I think people actually do trust you quite a lot, but they want to save you from unnecessary troubles and other people, I guess, if they see something wrong going on, kind of thing, because they have a lot of love for you. You are important to them, so they want to save you the trouble from dealing with unnecessary trouble again, basically. But sometimes that actually goes against your wishes or against your own personal growth as a person who can stand up for themselves. So that's also, whilst it's really positive, you're also running the risk of not being able to stand up for yourself when you are alone. So yeah, learning how to stand up for yourself and make decisions for yourself will be incredibly beneficial to how you feel about yourself and how important you feel to yourself, basically. But just know that you are valued either way. You just have to cultivate some more self presence. That, again, that sounds wrong. What is the word? Security. Yeah. With the last cards we have there from the normal Rider-Waite. Yeah, okay, we have the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Sun. Okay, and the Sun. Again, this is quite similar to the previous piles. I feel like all of these piles have basically said pretty much the same thing in different ways. But yeah, with the High Priestess here, learn how to cultivate more trust in yourself. With the Four of Swords, please be a bit more restful. Focus on rest. If that's not sleep, find activities that make your brain go happy, zinging with energy, but also calm down. If that makes any sense to some of you. If you feel like you're incredibly hyper, find ways to make yourself feel safer in your body where you don't have to feel hyper and like you need to run around like an Energizer bunny, basically. Yeah, and with the Sun here, you're important because you are I was gonna say you are the star. I mean, the Sun is a star, basically, but you are important in people's lives and they want to see you happy. But also you should feel important in your own life because you need to see yourself happy. Yeah, also breathing exercises may be incredibly important for you, because I just took the longest breath I've ever taken in a reading, I guess. But yeah, you need to cultivate self-trust, because it's necessary for you to feel safe in your body, because these other people that do make you feel safe when you are with them, well, when you spend time on your own, you need to be able to feel safe and to trust yourself. And that would definitely help your self-concept on with importance and value. You gotta see the value in yourself first before you can feel the value from other people and how they feel about you. Basically, to be able to accept their feelings, you need to be able to accept your own first, because otherwise, no matter how many feelings they throw at you, to be fair, when they do that, for some of you, that's love bombing, that's unhealthy in the first place. But for people that you know, you're trying your best to receive love and people are giving you love, kind of thing. But yeah, it acts as positive reinforcement. Although for some of you, you're still not able to actually accept that kind of love because you haven't reached the capacity or the depth yet of your own love. And for that to happen, you need to find ways where you can feel restful. So meditations may be important for you, actually, to feel more in contact with your inner child, with your higher self, and also with like actual energy, connecting with energy that makes you feel divine, pretty much, and important in the first place. I mean, you are important in the first place, but I think sometimes you let that cloud your judgment with Hermit here, and maybe you isolate yourself too, to be honest, because you need to work on yourself, or because you just need to rest. That's healthy, yes, but yeah. It is necessary for you to learn how to trust yourself, basically, to cultivate more trust in your body. And I am gonna leave you with that. So thank you for being here. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and also comment if you want to. So yeah, thank you for being here. There are more videos out, so feel free to check them out if you so desire. Bye.